All right, so as we wrap up the podcast here, if you really feel the need to protest, organize your own protest. If you don't know the people in charge of organizing this, and you don't know the people that are actually with you, and it's not a like, don't do it. You can't afford to trust these people. Trust isn't luxury that people are going to have to earn severely from now on out. Because they keep calling Trump supporters the rioters in the Capitol, but BLM and Antifa were arrested too. I'm not everybody that rioted in the Capitol deserves punishment. I'm not saying that this, but it's not the narrative we're being told is not the narrative, and we got to stop trusting that these people have our back. I don't think any of these politicians are good, no matter what, no matter who they are. Even the ones that you think are good, I don't think they're good. I think they're controlled opposition. They're just doing enough to make you think that they're good, so you keep voting for them in, but nothing changes. It's just a big ass trap. It is just a big ass trap. I feel like it's Admiral Akbar up in this. It's a trap. It's a trap. uh, I mean, me and the pup, we exercise daily. I go to the firing range, well, which when I can because freaking ammunition's hard to come by right now. But I do what I can to learn the skills that I need. I just got I applied for a lifetime hunting fishing license and uh, hunting fishing archery license that works for both New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. I have a Massachusetts. Like I'm gonna be preparing and getting my own food. I'm gonna be I am working to cut myself off from the need of the government because if the government succeeds and wins and accomplishes the Great Reset, I don't want to be asked out because of it. And if we do end up going to war and the government tries to cut people off, I don't want to be asked out because of that. It's the best thing to do. That's the only thing you can really do is prepare yourself, your communities, your family, and your friends. What is your plan? What is your like? What are you going to do in the event of A? What are you going to do in the event of B? What are you going to do in the event of C? You have to have these critical thoughts. Perform a risk assessment. Know what the risks are. Know what needs to be done. Know what needs to be sacrificed. Be willing to do that. Otherwise, you've already lost. Right now, to me, most of you have already lost. You're a bunch of soft, incapable, unwilling, cowardice trash. I have more respect for my enemy leftists than I do for most of the right, because at least they're doing something about what they believe in. What they believe in might be out of their garbage, but they're doing it. What are you doing? When's the last time you did? What's the last time you opened your business despite a lockdown? When's the last time? When's the last time you did anything against this mess? Now I know some of us are out there, and you're the real MVPs. You are the real MVPs. But it's not enough. We're not organized. We don't have networks. We don't have communications. We don't have coordinated efforts and plans. The left does. We are not going to fix that the way we've been operating. And people just seem to be operating as normal. Oh, it's only me. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh, you're a farmer? And you know you're sending food to this area, and you know that area is leftists, cancel that contract. You've just done something. There are little things people can do along the way. You don't have to fall for the trap. But we're not even doing the little things. If I was a trucker, I would flat out refuse any job that brought me into these blue cities. You get food on your own. I'm done. I know it's harder to say that when you work for a company and you don't own your own truck and stuff. But if you own your own truck and stuff, there are things you can do. There are things people can do. If you're a teacher, risk losing your job by calling out this retarded BS that you have to teach people in school. Teach people their constitutional rights. Do the small things. The small things will prepare you for the larger things, and the larger things will bring you to victory. Until we have to fight China, because like I said this throughout this podcast, they've been doing beaching drills. Now this is most likely for Taiwan and but as they are in Canada, they could just come down over. Well, they could try and just come down over the border because it's unguarded and armed. They can just come down right over the border. I hope they don't come down over the border, but they can't. If you have a 3D printer, build ghost guns for people. Start a militia. Do something. Or risk losing. Or do nothing and risk losing everything. Those are your options. Do something or do nothing and risk losing everything. Either way, you risk losing everything. Nothing, risk losing everything. Something, risk losing everything. I'd rather do something and risk losing everything than do nothing and risk losing everything. Because if I do nothing and risk losing everything and I lose everything, I'm going to regret not doing something about it because it's going to be. I should have just did something about it because here I am anyway and I was worried about. You're overthinking stuff. You have to be willing. Like Abraham Woodhull was he took a public oath to serve and support King George so he can maintain his culprit cover. He was hated by both sides of the Revolutionary War that didn't know that he was a spy. He risked losing his family, his friends, his wealth, his life. You guys are not even willing to be inconvenienced in any way. I guess it's true, the axioms they say, like, good times create weak men create hard times, and hard times create strong men. And right now we got weak men creating hard times. It's time to start making some strong men again. Strong women too. Like women are trying to be men and they're weak ass women, and men are trying to be whatever feminist wants and they're weak ass beta. This is not sustainable. This is not long term. They want you to be a serf and they want to keep their rich, powerful, elitist lifestyles. We can't allow that to happen. We can't fall into their trap. It's time to unfuck this mess and do our own thing. I'm just saying.